future viewers, this is Michael from Steve Productions, bring you my 300 and, hold on, let me check my notes. Alright, this is my 385 podcast. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this podcast will contain some adult language. So, basically, once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain some adult language. If you're over 18, that means you're going to watch this audio podcast recording as well. Now, anyway, let's get into the topic of this podcast. The first episode of Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider Zero. I know that's not how you pronounce his name, but it's much more easier to me to just call him Kamen Rider Zero. So basically, the first episode goes like this. So basically, our comrade our comrade is once again. So basically, we go back to like basic comrade. So basically, into a basic comrade. So basically, our comrade this year is a boy named Songo. He's a third year high school student. He lives with his uncle. Let's work with his uncle at his clock shop. Now, it turns out in the future, he becomes a very powerful Kamen Rider who basically when he comes in the future he becomes a very powerful very powerful evil Kamen Rider that basically took over the world and defeated all the Kamen Riders who dared to oppose him. So basically, a lot of people try to stand up to the future. Future Sango, and his cool rule. So basically, a future girl tries to. A future girl wants to go back in time and kind of show Songo if he does come Rider Zero, he will eventually be corrupt and turn evil. But turns out the future girl's friend named Gates doesn't want to talk Songo out of becoming Kamen Rider Zero. So basically, instead, Gates, who is also a Kamen Rider for the future, goes back in time and tries to kill Songo before he tries to kill Songo. Therefore, time to change the future. But the future girl, I know her name, but her name is hard for me to pronounce right now. So anyway, this girl who is friends with Gates is trying to reason with him. It's time to reason with Gates to not to kill him because there might be some, like you say, since this Colorado says is about time. You know how it is. If you know how it is. If you mess up time, it's gonna be consequences. So basically, the future girl tell Gates that if you kill Songo if he kills Sango before he becomes a Kamen Rider, therefore the future will the future can our future can change drastically. So basically, physical is saying that if you kill he told Gates, so physical tells Gates that if you kill Sango before he comes Kamen Rider, that means our future will change. So basically that means he might never be not be a Kamen Rider, or maybe not existed. So basically, it's so like Physical wants to convince Sango not to become a Kamen Rider, but Gates wants to kill him before he becomes a Kamen Rider. So basically, after Physical shows him the future about him becoming a powerful overlord, powerful Kamen Rider overlord. So basically, he starts to have doubts. About his, about how he shall turn to the dark side. But after having a counter with a monster, a servant from Sango's future came to the future to make sure that he becomes Kamen Rider Zero. So basically, even though the future girl show him the future that he becomes corporate evil, but he made a promise to himself that that I won't. So basically that there's still time for me not to figure out how I corrupted evil. So basically, Sango said to himself that I will not become corrupt, or will not be corrupt and evil in the future. So basically, he swears to himself that that his future self will not be evil. So anyway, so basically the servant gave him his time driver and became Kamen Rider Zero and took down the monster. Blah blah blah. So basically, the day said until Gates show up and transform into his Kamen Rider Gates form, using the Kamen Rider Ghost Rider Rock. So basically, the gimmick of these Rider Rocks. So basically, each Rider Rock has represents a different rider. So basically, Gates has this Rider Rock that has the power of Kamen Rider Ghost, and he's gonna use the power of Kamen Rider Ghost to try to kill Sanko, aka Kamen Rider Zero, and that's how the episode ended. So basically, for the first episode, we really got a sense of the first episode. So basically, in a nutshell, the future, Zero becomes evil in the future. Basically, a girl from the future tries to find a nice way to try to stop Sango becoming a Kamen Rider, but future good friend, who's also a Kamen Rider, wants to kill him before he becomes a Kamen Rider, but it didn't end up going as they planned. But we just have to, basically that's the whole gist of the series. So basically, I think for the first episode it was not bad. So basically, this first episode of Colorado was pretty good. You got a sense of the story, So basically, we got the whole sense of the story and whatnot for Colorado Zero set already in the first episode. So basically, I can't wait to I can't wait to I can't wait to watch more episodes of this. So anyway, what do you guys think about the first episode of Colorado Zero? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it okay? Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. Anyway, like always, it's Cynthia Michael signing off. One.